Counting down toward game time here in the desert. Major League Baseball on the Show is next. MLB The Show has baseball from the Valley of the Sun, Chase Field in Phoenix. Today it's the rubber match of this three-game series between the New York Mets and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Welcome in, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this early season matchup. I'm joined by Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first two games of the series.
Yeah, a real nail-biter here last night. And you can see a one-run ball game. Very well played on both sides. A well-pitched game as well. I think both managers would like to see their starters match the performances turned in last night.
All right, Eric, Steve will join us in a moment, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting New York Mets as Terry Collins sets his guys up like this. They'll match up against a fellow who's really opened a lot of eyes in the early part of his career, all-star lefty Patrick Corbin. And behind him, here's a look at the defensive alignment for Arizona. First pitch forthcoming as Jose Reyes is set to go. First pitch of the ball game is swung on and missed, and that's how we'll get things started this afternoon. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Maybe an excuse me swing there as this is tapped in front of the mound. Throw on to first will take care of Reyes, and that's how we get things started. Daniel Murphy will stand in for the first time now, looking to keep that hot streak going as he's been hitting the ball well these past 6 ball games. First offering on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
And that's the spot that he's just going to have to keep wearing out going forward. If he can keep running that pitch in on the guy's hands, he's going to be fine.
2-2 pitch on the way. And this is a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt as they'll need to throw down to first. Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
Yeah, he's lucky this ball doesn't get further away. It's a fastball in the dirt, but luckily he's able to block it and make a strong throw to first.
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in now, and his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League. First pitch coming. And he'll watch the slurve that falls in for strike one. Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. Lee retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. And now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Here's the starting lineup now for Kirk Gibson's Arizona Diamondbacks, and it looks like this. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher, whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number's right there on the right side of your screen. And in the field, we see the Mets will line up this way. Marcell Ozuna will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading out for the Diamondbacks, center fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
This is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Grounded foul off to the right. And a good strike two pitch there as he has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled away. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
These long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, nobody in that dugout's going to give him high fives for striking out. But, you know, at least he forced that starter to expend a lot of energy here to get the job done. You know, in the first inning, that won't be lost on his teammates.
Adeiny Echeverria will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run.
Water! Get your water here.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And if you're going to work away with a two-seam fastball, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. Here, as you can see, he starts it on the corner, so you know what's going to happen. It's going to leak right back out over the heart of the plate. And that's a mistaken location, pure and simple.
Michael Lee will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Runner at second here with one man out. And this is low, but it's roped in quickly, and that runner will hold at second base. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Hard hit towards center. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the opening salvo is fired here as they take a 1-0 lead.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Thomas will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little 6-game dry spell at the plate. Way late on the fastball for strike one.
And he's probably a little bit upset with himself for giving up that early run, but he really reached back for something extra right there.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. There's a hard hit ball, and it's going to get over the head of Reyes at short. It's a base hit. And they'll get it in quickly, so it's runners at first and second now with one man out. Wow, and a rocky start on the road here, guys. 3 straight hits surrendered, and he hasn't gotten out of the first inning yet. Matt Kemp will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ballgame. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Swing and a line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. In quickly with it is Cuddyer, and that's going to hold that runner at third base.
And I got a feeling the last thing these guys want to do is get someone up in the bullpen here in the first inning. And they might not have a choice because this is 4 hits against them already, and that last one was smoked.
Mark Trumbo will stand in with a golden opportunity to open this thing up early on. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. You got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Well, this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
Yeah, and you don't want to get caught having to play catch-up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and yes, he went around. It's strike 3.
Boy, you got to believe he's counting his lucky stars out there on the mound. He's facing one of the best run producers in the game with the bases loaded, and he's able to retire him. He's still not off the hook yet, but at least that'll earn him a big exhale out there.
Aaron Hill will stand in. He's got that average pushing up near 300 to start the new season. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1.
And EK, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez. It puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Michael Kadire will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Now the first pitch. Pitch is swung on and grounded to Hill at second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, third baseman, David Wright.
David Wright will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. And the second pitch of the inning is hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first is in time to take care of Wright, and that's the second out.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Carlos Beltran will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
1-1.
Outside, that's a ball.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And Beltran able to lay off that time, and the count moves back to 2-2. And a swing and a miss, as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. They still trail 1-0. Kurt Suzuki will dig in now, and he's got to be wondering when his bat's going to make the trip north from spring training, as he has really struggled in the early going. First pitch on the way. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
This is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
And that's over. 2-1. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
You can bet they'd love a ball four here. Now, that would let this guy have a shot to bunt him over.
And a called strike on the outside corner there. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, that's just some indecision there on 3-2. You know, he's thinking, should I swing? You could just see him try and hold up, but by that point, he'd already broken the plane. That's an easy call.
Patrick Corbin steps in now. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
And if you're not careful, this is the kind of guy that can run off 6 scoreless innings against you from here out. So that first inning run isn't something you can bank on holding up.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. That misses. 1-2.
Come on now, let's go. Here we go.
And this is high for a ball, so from 0-2, he's worked it back to 2-2 now.
I smell another changeup coming here before too long.
Could even be right here.
And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Right there is Reyes. Throw gets him, 2 down.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Marcell Ozuna will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first. And a fastball just misses for ball one.
That's not a sight you want to see this early as a starting pitcher. 40 pitches already.
2 out, nobody on. 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Well hit to right, but foul. Here comes the 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Travis d'Arnaud will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
And that's in there for strike 1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Juan Lagares will get his first opportunity now. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun.
And I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Outside, 2-1. Gets under it a bit as this is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he'll put it away now without much of a problem. 2 gone now here in the 3rd.
Batting 9th, pitcher, number 48.
Number 48 will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1, 2, 3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Now a fastball, and he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Thomas will put this one away, and the side is retired. Adeiny Echeverria makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Adeiny Echeverria.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
And here's a big swing as he sends this one in the air out toward deep center. Lagares has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Yeah, it took him a few batters to get it going in the first, but after that first inning run, he's come back to retire the next 6 in a row.
Michael Lee will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
All right, be back.
And he lays off for ball 1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And look out as this bat shatters on impact. 1 out, nobody on. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. Tried to hold up there, appealed down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Thomas will dig in. He singled his first time around. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order, but they're on top 1-0. Jose Reyes will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And that pitch is just a little bit easier to lay off when you're opposite-handed up there, because you can see the sweep of that pitch coming all the way in.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And he goes after a fastball, but pops it up back behind second base. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the fourth.
And these guys are still looking for that elusive first hit. And this never had a chance of being the one. Just an easy pop-up as he keeps rolling right along.
Daniel Murphy will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
And he misses here with a slurve, even at 1-1. Hit on the ground to shortstop. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the fourth. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Ball 1.
Yeah, and when your team still doesn't have a hit, you appreciate a call like that once in a while.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Strike this guy out.
Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Oh, high, deep. Where will this one come down? Now that is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as the Mets have come back to tie things at 1.
Just their first hit of the game, but boy, they made it a doozy. That may be his first mistake of the afternoon, and it's going to cost him.
Michael Kadire will dig in now. A dangerous hitter indeed as the National League's reigning batting champion. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
Now the 0-1 is right back past him on the mound, and it's going to keep on going into center field. It's a base hit.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
David Wright will come forward now, the starting third baseman on last year's NL All-Star team. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. There he goes. Pitch outside. The throw. Might have been in time, but it's high, and it allows his man to dive in safely.
And with 2 outs, this was an excellent spot to try to take second base. The worst case scenario is if you get thrown out, you allow a good hitter to come back and lead off the next inning. Now, you give that same good hitter an opportunity to drive you in with just a base hit.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Lee will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the Mets are able to square things up on this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. All even now at 1-1. Matt Kemp will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Left fielder, Matt Kemp.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
Full count now. 3-2.
Not only do you not want to lose this guy, but you got more trouble right there in the on-deck circle.
Come on, D-back.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, and Kemp fails to connect there as this is cut on and missed for the first out of the inning.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Mark Trumbo.
Mark Trumbo will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. First pitch coming. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And they'll come inside with this one, but the result's the same. It's to 2-1 now. Bases are empty, one man out. Here it comes, 2-1. Ball 3.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And here's a ball hit in the air. No problem over there for Goldschmidt, and there are 2 gone now.
Strikeout and a soft liner here. And he's had no problems with this inning so far at all.
So 2 are gone now in the Diamondbacks' 4th, and set to go the second baseman, Aaron Hill. First pitch fastball swung on and missed, 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. One run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled straight back. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, sort of a pesky at-bat up there. You know he'd just love to fire one more fastball by this guy and be done with this inning.
And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Fouled back. Good idea with the circle change, but he lays off and the count runs full.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Now batting, catcher,
Kurt Suzuki will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Wait for the pitch.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. He's ready. Now the pitch. And here's a pitch swung on and sent on the ground to short. And this will get on through past Reyes for a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Patrick Corbin will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to. But here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get one home, maybe two. So this is a big-time chance.
Now the first pitch. Circle change there, called strike one.
Now here on the mound, you cannot take it easy on the pitcher here with 2 outs. He can still bloop one in there and drive home 2, so you need to be thinking strikeout all the way.
On the ground for the shortstop, Reyes. On to first, and the Diamondbacks are turned away as the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Carlos Beltran will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Carlos Beltran.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
He's just cruising out there now. I'll tell you, this may turn into a game of first team to 2 wins.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And there's a fastball that's hammered the other way to deep right field. And a great start to the 5th. That ball is gone. A home run. A solo shot here for Carlos Beltran. And the Mets move out to a 2-1 lead.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Number 9, Travis d'Arnaud.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Travis d'Arnaud is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. No outs, nobody on. Out in front of the fastball here as this is drilled into left field. That's a base hit.
Well, if that ball gets into the corner, it's big trouble, but this is a nice play out there to cut that ball off and get it in quickly. And that'll hold him to just a single.
Juan Lagares will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. He's running towards second. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Way out in front as this is yanked foul into the seats in left. Nobody out, runner on first. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah, that thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Number 48 will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning.
Pick up throw.
Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
And you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
And he squares and bunts this one hard. To second for 1. On to first, not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball's butted just way too hard, so that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Way outside. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. But the Mets do pick up a run on the homer by Carlos Beltran. Middle of the afternoon here in Phoenix. It's now 2-1 New York. Marcell Ozuna will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
And this is on the outside corner for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And now here's a swing and a ground ball to third. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. So with the leadoff man aboard to begin the inning, let's call on our daily feature, This Date in Baseball History. will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. So he's in safely following the stolen base, and running has been made a priority on this team here in the early going as we view the league leaderboard for team stolen bases. And as you can see there, they're currently tied for the top spot in the NL in that category. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And he misses with it, 1-1. And he thought of taking third here, too?
Well, if he's smart, I think he'll stay right there. No sense forcing it with nobody out.
A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up, and I mean way up there on the left side of the infield. And Wright will put this one away for the first out.
This has been the story all afternoon. They have just not been able to get on top of his fastball. Here's another pop-up to prove it.
Michael Lee will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. And this is going to be a foul ball. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Oh, and that's a good pitch right there. That's just a hard-breaking slider down and away. And you get the hitter to be enticed by that pitch when it's about halfway there. That was looking like it was going to be a fastball on the outer half. Then it just flat disappears on you, and you're left wondering, what happened?
Thomas will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. And that misses, ball 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Come on, base hit, man.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he continues to labor here, coming up on 100 pitches in just the 5th inning. Now a sharply hit ball here out to right center, heading toward the pool area and down for extra bases. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores from second to make it a 2-2 ball game now.
Well, if you haven't heard of this guy before, it's a name you may need to learn. That's his 2nd hit of the game. This one goes for extra bases, and he may be starting to feel like he belongs here.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And stepping forth is the left fielder, Matt Kemp. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only 1 walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now.
And maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. Right on the corner. 2-2.
Come on, man.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Now, he does have first.
From the stretch. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Mark Trumbo. We'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. And that misses for ball 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And this is low, but it's corralled quickly, and both runners will have to hang on. Slider taken for a called strike. 2-1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
Good fastball that time as he's pulled the count back to even now. It's 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Well, this 5th inning is certainly not gone before. That's his 2nd walk so far. If he gets to 3, you'd have to wonder if that might be the end of the line.
Aaron Hill will get a chance here in one of the bigger spots in the ballgame thus far. Bases loaded now with 2 away. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike one.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right now.
Here's the 2-1 now to Hill. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. Bad time for the strike zone to go MIA.
Yeah, and he could have used that one, no doubt about it.
2 out, bases loaded. Oh, and now Hill drives this one out to deep left field. And that ball is out of here. It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Well, it's unfortunate, but that was going to be an almost impossible situation to escape from. You're a pitch away from walking home a run. You've got to put something over the plate. And that guy was sitting all over it.
Well, now here comes the Mets manager, Terry Collins, on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Tyon is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Kurt Suzuki will be the first one to greet him here, with the crowd still buzzing over the grand slam.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to exit a ball game, but time to turn the page here. And now that they've got a new guy in the pitch, he'll at least get a fresh start.
You can do it.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-0 now.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you've got to be ready to try and turn on something.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1. Now here it comes. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, at the very least, this is going to allow the pitcher to hit here in this inning now instead of having to lead off the next inning.
Patrick Corbin will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Let's get on base.
Fastball in there for a called strike. And this is fouled straight back. Swinging a ball line hard towards short. And a leaping effort there, but it's over his head into left center, a base hit. And they'll stop the runner at second base, but there are 2 on and 2 out now.
How about that swing? That wasn't just a little bleeder off the end of his bat. He swung that bat like he knew what he was doing up there.
Marcell Ozuna will get another opportunity here as they've batted around now. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Short lead from second, now the pitch. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
And it's hard to be patient sometimes when you see your teammates walking up there and having great at-bats. You want to get in on the act too, but you can't go helping a guy out.
Let's find the hole.
1 and 2.
And now what do you go with here on the 1 and 2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Get that ready. Come on, top one.
Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Full count. 3 and 2. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Come and get that ribby.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. So they put up a big number in the inning as 5 crossed the plate. And this was the biggie here, the grand slam home run. Daniel Murphy will step forward now to lead things off. And after that last half inning, his guys are going to have some work to do.
Yeah, those 5-run innings are tough to bounce back from, but there's still time. They don't need to panic. They just need to focus on getting a few guys on base here.
It's just soda here.
Low with a fastball here. In the dirt even. It's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0 to Murphy. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And he misses 2 and 1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3 and 1.
You figure he should get something good to hit here. They don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Oh, and the last thing you want to do is give momentum right back after your guys just put together a huge inning. You can't start walking guys now.
Paul Goldschmidt will step in. He homered his last time around.
Cut that runner down. Woo!
In there, 0-1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Run the runner down.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Turn go.
And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
And he misses again, ball 3.
Well, this is a dangerous count here. You don't want to give in, but you sure don't want to walk it.
Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. A runner at first with no outs here. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
Let's analyze this swing on Swing Track. This pitch is away, but you'll see him swing inside the ball to try to pull it. You got to take that the other way.
Michael Kadire will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance.
Come on, try the double.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time.
Let's do it, guys.
Inside corner called as strike 1 and 2. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Have a nice flight home, man.
Lays off 2 and 2 now.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2 and 2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
It's scared to hear.
2-2. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
I'll tell you, if this is in off the plate just a little bit further, this thing might end up in the cheap seats in left field. But instead, it just gets to the outer half. He still gets pretty good wood on the ball, but he winds up pulling it right at someone.
David Wright will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Let's do it. Let's go.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Boy, he is just wearing guys out with that two-seam fastball. I don't care if it's inside, outside, he's really hitting his spots well.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Come on, put on your glasses. Do it.
Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Danny Echeverria will walk toward the plate as he'll lead things off here in the Arizona 6th inning. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. And that misses 1-1.
Good eye, batter. Come on.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul.
Here we go.
Swing and ooh, he saws him off with that one. Another 1-2 delivery. Now a swing and a bouncing ball for the shortstop Reyes. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Lee.
Michael Lee will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. And here's the first pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Good eye. All right.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he pulls the string on one there, and from 2-0, he works the count back to 2-2 now.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Here he comes on 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. A hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
Now a bullet down the line, and that hook's just foul. Boy, not by much more than an inch or two there. He'll try it again, 3-2. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4, according to Woody Keller.
Yeah, even though he walks him here, that's not really a terrible pitch. I don't think it's a strike, but it's definitely a pitch you'll get a lot of guys to wave at. Sometimes it's okay to keep trying to get guys to chase on 3-2.
Thomas will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Let's get on base, guys. Whoa, avoid the move.
Runner goes. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
Boy, I'm not too sure if a good throw would have had him here or not. But you can see he doesn't get on top of his throw down, and it sails on him just a little bit. That's going to allow the runner to dive in safely with a stolen base.
All right, let's go.
Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans. Swing and he shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. But this will be a foul ball and it's still 0-2. Pickoff move to second. Runners back.
Get him on base.
And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And right now, he shouldn't have any second thoughts about working hard inside. Even if you hit the guy, you've got the open base to protect you. You've got to keep this guy from getting extended.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
That man's got to be thinking, enough with the walks. Can't anybody throw a strike?
Let's find the hole.
And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back walks now, but at least that'll put the force back in order here.
Yeah, back-to-back walks for him now, and he hasn't looked like he's wanted any part of these number 3 or 4 guys. He's going to have to shift gears now, though, because he's still got a dangerous number 5 guy ahead of him.
Matt Kemp will dig in. He walked and later scored last time. Now a check swing here and a little looper. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time, and we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Well, he's got to come in a long way just to field this ball, so you know that he had that clock ticking in his head, and it told him that he needed to get rid of this ball quickly. And unfortunately for him, he winds up throwing it away.
Mark Trumbo will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
Attaboy, Mark.
Now a fastball as this is hit fairly well out toward left center. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
And that's all he's hoping to do right here. Just get that thing airborne and get that first run of the game home. He does his job, picks up the RBI.
Aaron Hill will come up now in yet another big RBI opportunity.
And he's got 4 already, and he's got a chance to make this a game to remember.
Find it in now. Let's get on base. Drive him in now.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0.
And against a veteran hitter like this, you got to be in that strike zone early in the count, because the more pitches he sees, the better he's going to be able to time anything you've got.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. Two men are on with 2 men out.
Hey now, let's go.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Let's go one more time, baby. Let's go.
And this is going to be a foul ball.
Come out, kid.
In the air, down the left field line and deep. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Only 1 in the inning for Arizona. 7th inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the Mets 2. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front, and before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. There's Arizona manager Kirk Gibson on his way to home plate, lineup card in hand, so one would assume we're going to see a double switch here. David Hernandez will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. DJ LeMahieu will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Carlos Beltran will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Leading off for the Mets, right fielder, Carlos Beltran.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike.
One more strike.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Now the pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And a swing and a miss that time by Beltran, and he's set down on strikes for the first out.
And even with the new pitcher in there, I think you tip your cap a bit to that starter. I mean, he gutted out 6 tough innings, and he's given his guys a good chance at victory if this bullpen can hold the lead.
Travis d'Arnaud will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around.
Come on, let's do it.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
This is our house.
Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
And now some action in that Arizona bullpen, as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. A little bit outside. 2-1. Here it comes. 2-1 pitch, a circle change taken for a called strike 2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Lee is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 12, Juan Lagares.
Juan Lagares will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time.
Our house, baby.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
No ball. 2 strikes. Let's finish him off, hooray!
And he misses there, 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1 and 2, you've got to be thinking right center field. He'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 5. It's 7-2. And now here comes Mets skipper Terry Collins out to home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Dylan G will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Jason Hayward is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Kurt Suzuki will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Leading up for the Diamondbacks, catcher, Kurt Suzuki.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Come on, let's get a hit.
Grounded, foul.
That's foul.
Low and away with that one. It's 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. There to take it is Beltran, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, that's just a good pitch right there. That's a two-seam fastball working its way back inside, and he's probably fortunate he didn't break his bat. He winds up getting this one right down there on the label, and he's retired.
DJ LeMahieu will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ballgame, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7. Now a swing here on the fastball as this is squirted up the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Marcell Ozuna will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time.
Marcell Ozuna.
On the ground down the first base line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They're on top 7-2. Jason Hayward will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th.
Center fielder, Jason Hayward.
In there, no balls and a strike. And there's ball 1.
Well, that's not a real favorable call for him right here. It's one thing when you're facing a lightweight hitter up there, but facing a guy like this, the difference between 1-1 and 0-2 is huge.
And this is lifted high in the air down the line behind third. Thomas will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bats. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Jose Reyes will stand in, and he's been quiet today, but you just wonder if that's going to last the entire 9 innings.
Normally it doesn't. But give these guys credit. They've had a plan of attack, they've stuck to it, and they've gotten good results.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
That's a foul ball.
Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike.
Eliminate.
Over to have a look at it here is Kemp, but this is well back into the grandstand, a foul ball. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Daniel Murphy will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
2 out, nobody on. Here it comes, 1-0 to Murphy. Ball 2 now.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Got a piece. It's 2-2. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. The 2-2 one more time. Now a ball lined towards center field. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
And this is really one of the few balls they've hit solidly all afternoon. So now we'll see if maybe they can get something going here.
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
We got a 1, 2, 3 here. All right, we got this one.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going.
This is our house, baby.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. Oh, and it's over his head.
Well, all he's trying to do here is get this ball to second base for the force and get him out of the inning. But this ball doesn't find its target, and it's going to be ruled a throwing error.
Michael Kadire will try and cash in on this 2-out rally as he's got a couple of men in scoring position with 2 away. In there for strike 1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
All right, let's hold them.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Don't let him score.
And he holds off there as the count goes even to the Mets left fielder. It's 2-2.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
He's ready now. The pitch doesn't offer at the circle change there, and it goes full 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
The third baseman,
Jeremy Hellickson will enter the ball game out of the pen as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
number 58, Jeremy Hellickson.
David Wright will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8.
All right, let's go.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Danger here as this is a guy who can make this a 1-run game.
And if he does, make him do it out to right field. I wouldn't give him anything he can pull.
Don't let him score.
Here's a 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. And Adaney will make the catch to retire the side. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the Mets 3. Danny Echeverria will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
The shortstop, Danny Echeverria.
Oh, and he runs up and gets a good one down. And, oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
I tell you, when it's done right, it looks so easy. I mean, this ball is put down almost equidistant from all 3 guys that had a shot at this. Perfectly done.
Michael Lee will dig in. He walked and later scored last time.
Here we go, Michael.
Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1.
Let's go, Frank. Hit here.
Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. And that's in there. Base hit.
And the rich keep getting richer. 2 straight hits to start the inning, and now they can really look to salt this one away.
Thomas will stand in. Base on balls his last time. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Oh, and he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with the fastball.
Stay out of the double play.
Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. And they'll try to go away with this one, but it misses as well, and it's to 2-1 now.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
With 2 on already, sooner or later, you got to come into something.
And the more pitches he throws, the more likely it is that this guy's going to be sitting on it.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Matt Kemp will have a shot to really put this one out of reach now with the bases loaded. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. Tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second.
Well, the runner from third winds up just walking home on the base hit here, but they try to wave the second runner in, and a good throw is going to wind up nailing him at home plate.
Jonathan Neese will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away.
John Neese.
Mark Trumbo will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. A throw behind the runner at second, and he'll be back in standing up. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here it comes 1-0 to Trumbo. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Out of play. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. And this is low, but it's corralled quickly, and both runners will have to hang on. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be two. Reyes on to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. One batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We'll come right back with more from Chase Field following this. Carlos Beltran will stand in, needing to get things started here in the top of the ninth.
Carlos Beltran.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Yeah, and on 2-2 to start an inning, that's a call you'd like to get.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Travis d'Arnaud will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And for a catcher playing in this heat, taking all those foul tips, squatting, you know he's dead tired after being out there all day. So maybe you can forgive him just a little bit if his bat speed isn't lightning quick right now.
Matt Carpenter will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Come on now.
Lead by Beltran, and now the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And from that man's perch in the first base dugout, more of the same.
You know, I think the calls have gone both ways, but I bet you'd have a really hard time convincing him of that.
Now a fastball here as this is slashed the other way over the third baseman's head. A fair ball.
Well, this ball is rifled down that left field line. It wasn't fair by much. You'll see it just to the right of the chalk, and he's going to hustle himself up to second with a hard hit double.
Jason Hayward will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Come on now. Come on, hold him down.
Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
I don't think there's any intent with that. That might be just to let him know that he's out there.
And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line.
Let's go.
And a swing as he pulls this one into right. Lee is there. Let's see if they test it. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with two away now.
Here's another instance of a ball actually hit too hard to try to score on. He doesn't have to go all that far to make the play here, so it's probably a wise decision not to test his arm.
Good, dude.
Jose Reyes will stand in as their last chance now.
Let's get out of the inning now.
Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Second and third, two away. And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1. And there's a called strike two, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Now this crowd right around 35,000 strong on their feet. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, what a nice job to come in here and finish this one off. And with that, he picks up career save number 1. So nice going.
And guys, the D-backs offensively were led this afternoon by the man you see here, Aaron Hill. Can't ask for much more. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. A big home run that turned out to be the decisive blow in the ballgame.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Diamondbacks are victorious here, 8-3. So long from Phoenix.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Diamondbacks, 8 runs on 12 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. For the Mets, time of the ball game, 3 hours and 34 minutes. A reminder that Postcane Valley Metro is available in Copper Square at Central Station. Also, extra Metro rail trains are available at the Washington and 3rd Street station.